got two big things on my schedule today: filming and cleaning. I'll be filming a segment for my laundry lab. I'm going to be doing a product review for the Dirty Labs wool dryer balls, and then I've got a big photo shoot that I need to do for some new aprons that we got in for Mother's Day, spring, and summer. So that's the filming. The cleaning that I'm going to be doing is zone work. It is zone 2, and today's 15-minute task is going to be cleaning the dryer vents, outside as well as inside. So let's get that started. Since I knew this was going to be a busy day, I wanted to make dinner early. The original plan was to make beef stew on top of the stove in my Crofton enamel Dutch oven. But after a few minutes of browning the beef and doing the turning over and the scraping the bottom of the pot to make sure the meat didn't stick, I decided to make the stew in the Instant Pot. It would be so much easier to dice, chop, and drop the veggies in the pot, add my seasoning, then set it and forget it for 5 or 6 hours. This would allow me to get started on other things. Thing 1 was the zone work. Hubby was already outside working on the exterior dryer vent. I figured I'd get the internal dryer vent done once he was finished with the equipment. Deep cleaning this vent is one task I don't do as often as I should. Whereas I empty the lint trap after every load, I don't often get down inside the interior on a routine basis. Once my zone work is done, and that was cleaning the dryer vents, I was ready to get started on thing 2, which was filming the laundry segment. Now I wear the same clothing every time I do an In the Laundry Lag segment. I want to send a clear message that I am either doing a tutorial where I am providing instruction on how to do some kind of laundry technique or a product review that is related to laundry. If I'm doing a day in the life and I just happen to be washing a load of laundry, I don't change clothes for that. But if I'm in the laundry lab, you better believe I'm going to have on my plaid shirt and my denim skirt. That's my uniform. Once I get the sheets in the wash, I'm ready for thing 2, which is the apron photo shoot. More goes into the apron photo shoot than just shooting the aprons. I have to figure out, first of all, which aprons am I shooting today, and then which dress will go best with which apron. And I would like to reduce my wardrobe changes to as few as possible. So if I can find one dress that will complement several aprons, that's a win-win situation for me. The other thing I need to do is to iron the aprons because I want them to be as presentable as possible. And since we are promoting our spring and summer line, particularly for Mother's Day and birthdays, I decided the green dress would work out perfectly for several pieces that I'm going to be modeling today. And then I'll also pull out a few props that I think will look nice in the pictures depending upon if I'm going to use the images for on the website in community tab or Instagram graphics or something like that. And then I change my clothes, do my hair and makeup, and I'm ready to go. All in all, this was a very productive day. Whereas I don't typically do an apron photo shoot for a day in my life, there's usually something that I'm doing associated with the business. It could be packing and shipping an order. It could be creating graphics for the website, whatever. There's always something related to the business that needs doing. So something related to Apron Diva will happen every day. Now let's talk about the products that I used in this video. Now, one of the things that I'm trying to do at the end of each video is share with you some of the products that I used in the video, and then put the links in the description box below for those that I can find links to or something that is similar. And these are things that I have either in my kitchen or my laundry pantry all the time, and I think they could be of service to you. So one of the things that I use most often is this little vegetable peeler by OXO. It is definitely economical, and I wish I had discovered it years ago. I spent a lot of years scraping carrots with paring knives until I discovered this little peeler. And with this vegetable peeler, not only can I peel the carrots and end up with a good amount of carrot peel, but I can then save that peel for broth. So, vegetable peeler. Now, I did use a vegetable brush in the video, but that vegetable brush is so tattered I'm ashamed to show it, so I'm not going to show you that one, but I will link one in the description box below. And then these are the measuring spoons that I use all the time, and I like them because number one, there's a little ring to keep them all together. We have them from sizes 1/8 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon. And the nice thing about these is they fit into most spice jars. Even the tablespoon fits into many spice jars. So I love this. Definitely a staple in my kitchen. Now this is something that I learned about from Miss Leona of Ebony, Ivy, and Time in the Kitchen, and that is this set of spurtles. I tell you what, I don't know how I managed to cook anything in my kitchen without this set of spurtles. Before, all I had was like a couple of these really old wooden spoons, which I still use this one, but these spurtles are just simply amazing. They're slotted. There's like a slotted spoon. You can like flip things with them. There's just so many things you can do with them. So I highly recommend spurtles. This is a cutting board that I use when I'm doing vegetables. I don't use it for my meats, but I do use it for vegetables. And most of the time it stays put. But if it should not, all you need to do to make sure your cutting board stays put is set it on a dish towel, and then it'll stay in place. So there's that. And one of my viewers shared that little tip with me. So cutting board. The other thing that I used was this small container of the Brilliance, the Rubbermaid Brilliance small storage containers. And I really like these because of number one, the little latch. With this little latch, there's like a little hole there so that I can put this container in the microwave and I can heat up whatever is in it. It holds a can of vegetables, like the 14-ounce can of vegetables. So let's say you use some, you've got some leftovers, it holds that. It's got these little gaskets around the edge to kind of keep it sealed and leak proof. So I love these, so I wanted to show you those. This, now let me move that out of the way. Now this is my dryer brush, and you saw my husband used it outside into the vent from the outside, and then I used it in the house in the vent that's inside down below where you take out that little rat to remove the lint filter. Then there's always lint that sometimes you can feel along the side or that might fall down in the little crevices. So I use this to clean that out. So I'll link this in the description box below. And I'm putting it on the floor because, you know, it's kind of dirty and I don't want it up here with all my other stuff. The other thing you saw me use in the Laundry Lab segment was these Dirty Labs dryer balls, Dirty Labs wool dryer balls, and they help to freshen and soften the fabric. And these are dye and fragrance free, and the wool is sourced responsibly. So I really like to use them because they shorten drying time. Again, they reduce static cling and wrinkles, and they're reusable. So there's that. And then probably the biggest thing that you saw me use was this slow cooker. And this is the Hamilton Beach Stay or Go. And the crock on the inside lifts out. This top has a little gasket around it that I do take care to clean in those little crevices so that it doesn't develop odor. And then it's got these little latches. This is why it's called a Stay and Go, because you can lift the latch and hook it over that little projectile. And so now the lid won't come off. So if you need to carry it out of the house with you to take it to an event, you can. And of course, you know, you got your plug to plug it in. So it's the Hamilton Beach Stay or Go slow cooker. And these are the products that I used in the video. You probably also spotted my false craft canisters on the counter. I've had these for a while. Sometimes I put them on the counter, sometimes I put them in the pantry, sometimes I repurpose them for other stuff. Right now, they're on the counter. But as I said, each month I'll try to share with you some of the products that I'm using in my kitchen or in my home, so that as you begin to think about building your supply of appliances, tools, and accessories to help you on your homemaking journey, I can just kind of help you suss some of that out. Do check out our True Elegance line of new aprons. They are perfect for spring, summer, Mother's Day, or whatever gift-giving opportunity you might have. And they can also just be a treat for yourself. And let me invite you to sign up for our newsletter, the Homemaker's Journal. It'll be filled with tips and recipes and just information about products or tools that I think will just make your homemaking journey that much easier. And if laundry is your nemesis, you absolutely, positively hate to do laundry, sign up for our Laundry Lab Masterclass so that you can be aware when that goes live. And if you enjoyed this video, watching me cook and clean and a little bit behind the scenes related to my apron business, watch this video next.